Welcome to Big Idea Hardly, where you can learn something new in just a few minutes. Today, we listen to Tim Duggan's Work Backwards, the revolutionary method to work smarter and live better, in which we probe into reversing traditional work-life priorities to reclaim personal well-being and balance. Tim Duggan is an optimist who loves thinking about big ideas. Don't go away. Hurdley, the editor, will be right back with the story. In today's fast-paced world, we often find ourselves caught in the endless cycle of work, sacrificing personal well-being for professional success. This book turns that notion on its head, suggesting that by reversing our work-life priorities, we can achieve not just professional success, but a fulfilling life. The idea is simple yet profound. Prioritize life first, then let work and finances align with that vision. One of the central tenets of this approach is understanding that life isn't meant to be squeezed into the gaps between work commitments. Instead, work should support and enhance your life, not the other way around. As the author states, we have let work dictate how we should live, and now something is about to break. If we don't make changes soon, that something will be us. The book is filled with stories of individuals who have successfully redefined their work-life balance by putting life first. These stories serve as both inspiration and practical examples of how to implement these changes in your own life. Story 1: The Motorhome Experiment. One of the most compelling stories in this book is about the author's personal journey of working from a motorhome while traveling across Australia. After years of feeling trapped in the conventional work cycle, the author and his husband decided to experiment with a new way of living and working. They packed up their lives and hit the road, working remotely from various picturesque locations. This experiment wasn't just about seeing new places. It was about finding a new rhythm of life. They worked intensely for a few days and spent the rest of the week exploring, hiking, and connecting with nature. This balance of work and play not only rejuvenated their spirits, but also led to some of their most productive and creative work. The story illustrates the power of breaking free from the traditional office environment and crafting a work-life balance that truly suits individual needs. Story 2: The CEO Who Chose Family. Another powerful story from this book involves a startup CEO who made the bold decision to move his family to Thailand while running his company remotely. Despite the demands of being a CEO, he realized that his family's well-being and his presence in their lives were non-negotiable. He structured his workday around his family's needs, working during the early hours of the morning and late at night to align with his team in different time zones. This unconventional approach didn't just work, it thrived. The CEO found that his presence at home led to a more harmonious family life, and that the quality of his work improved. This story underscores the idea that work should be flexible enough to accommodate the things that truly matter, like family and personal well-being. By reversing his priorities, this CEO managed to succeed in both his personal and professional life. Story 3: The Photographer's Surfing Routine. The book also shares the story of a photographer who built a successful business by aligning his work with his passion for surfing. Instead of adhering to a traditional work schedule, he chose to structure his day around the tides. Each morning, he would head out to the ocean with his camera, capturing stunning images of surfers and the natural beauty around him. This lifestyle wasn't just about following his passion. It was also a strategic decision to live a life that felt fulfilling every day. By integrating his work with something he loved, the photographer found a sustainable way to maintain his creativity and enthusiasm for his craft. This story is a reminder that when you prioritize life and passion, work becomes less of a chore and more of a natural extension of who you are. Why this approach matters. These stories aren't just anecdotal. They reflect a deeper shift in how we view work and life. The traditional model, where work dictates the terms of our lives, leads to burnout, disengagement, and a sense of imbalance. By flipping this model and prioritizing life, we can create a more sustainable, fulfilling way of living. The book argues that this shift isn't just beneficial on a personal level. It's also crucial for long-term success and happiness. When work aligns with your life goals and values, you're more likely to stay engaged, motivated, and creative. This alignment leads to better outcomes, both personally and professionally. In conclusion, the stories and principles shared in this book offer a powerful blueprint for anyone looking to reclaim their life from the clutches of overwork and stress. By putting life first and letting work follow, we can create a healthier, more balanced way of living that supports our well-being and our success. As the editor of Hardly, by embracing these lessons, we can chart a future where fulfillment and success are no longer at odds, but work in harmony to create a life truly worth living. Reversing traditional work-life priorities is more than just a strategy. It's a necessity for reclaiming our personal well-being and balance. By prioritizing life first, we can realign our work to support our true values and desires, leading to a more fulfilling existence. One final story from the book underscores this point vividly. A tradesman from Southern Virginia decided to restructure his work week to spend more time with his family. Instead of working long, grueling hours, he chose to work 4 days a week, dedicating Fridays to his passion for woodworking and weekends entirely to his family. Despite the reduced hours, he found that his productivity increased. The quality time spent with his loved ones rejuvenated him, and the joy he found in his woodworking projects fueled his energy for the work week. This simple shift not only strengthened his family bonds, but also led to higher job satisfaction and a greater sense of purpose. This story, like the others in the book, demonstrates the power of reversing our priorities. When life takes the front seat, work naturally falls into place, becoming a part of a balanced and meaningful existence. By embracing this approach, we can create a future where work enhances life, rather than detracting from it, and where personal well-being is the cornerstone of success.